everyone, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today, guess we gotta make more ducks, right? There's no other things to do. Ducks are required. If we do not build more ducks, then what is the point of living, right? Exactly. Gotta build more ducks. Okay, but to build more ducks, we're gonna need more chips, and to build more chips, we're gonna need more... pretty much everything. Let's just build more chips, build more everythings. So, we've got a new little chip base here, which should do a pretty good job. Just gotta get it all set up. Hey, there's a speaker over there. That's always fun. It's always fun just finding random things in the system. So frames beginning to fall. That's not much I can do about that. Although part of me is wondering if the reason why frames are falling is because we have like separation of reds and blues elsewhere in the base. So we're going to hopefully try and fix some of that today. But not all of it at once, because that's where we went wrong in the first place. Do that. See, there's like a mix of stuff that needs to be fixed up. Stressing. I did it to myself. What matters? My fault. I created this disaster. Me. And I'll bloody do it again too. You give me half a chance, I will create the disaster again. So we're really just wanting to make a lot of blue chips if possible. Now, things I was thinking about that we could probably tone down. We could probably tone down steel just a little bit. I think I'm just going to tone it down by like 0.5%. Because currently steel is at 4%. I think we go to steel at 3.5. I think 4 is just not required. So we're going to do that. I would also like to get some oil being made here, and maybe that's possible right there? Maybe. Plastic specifically is what we're after, not oil. Let's see. That is perfect. So we'll just separate that away from the copper. And then it'll sort itself out. Make plastic, make petroleum, all the stuff you'll love to see. So disconnect a bunch of those. Now we need water into there. Water into there shouldn't be a problem. We'll just build it from here and then pipe it over. And then we're bam, that's water mostly sorted when it gets around to it. Alright, so my hope here is that this makes plastic just flow just a little bit nicer and will help make our red chips and that sort of thing. Because we've got a lot of green here, I think if we can make plastic, then maybe we'll get some real shit going. You always want to get some real shit going. You don't want fake shit going. Oh yeah, no, it's not happy that it's jammed in this way. This is why we're going to make, you know, new colors. This is why we're doing all this work. There's copper and iron, which I love to see, but it'll not be like this forever, and we know this. Eventually, the belts will run smooth again, because the copper and iron will run out one day. Or maybe it won't. Maybe just the frames will die completely and we'll just abandon the run. Who knows? Isn't it exciting to wait and find out, though? Just gonna do this real quick. Okay. Not quite what I had in mind. That was what I had in mind. Get it flow through just a little bit faster. Just force it through. There we go. And also that tidies up a few other problems that the base has. There's clearly one side of the belt is more full than the other. And that's probably my fault. In fact, I know it's my fault. Let's not pretend that it's anyone else's fault, because it's not. It's entirely my fault. And we do have personal logistics going. Excellent. So we can turn that back on. And everything should start flowing through again. Stop. This is the one that didn't have the thing designed to count coal going out, isn't it? Yes. Oops. That's alright. All we need to do, because it didn't count it, if we just put it back in temporarily, like that, then it'll sort itself out again and we can move on with our lives. Great. Not quite how I wanted it. That's probably better. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Okay. Away we go. And then the bots will get around to making all this stuff when they bloody well feel like it. I trust the bots. They know what they're doing. If you zoom out, you probably see a whole bunch of bots coming this way. Yeah, there they are. See? They're all bringing underground pipes. Makes me wonder if I should build underground pipes in other places. Maybe. Just speed it along a little bit by forcing some issues. And when it gets around to it, we should be better. There we go. Oil's starting to come through. Empty out those oil barrels and let's see what happens. How exciting. And then it'll make plastic. Interestingly enough, plastic is not something we lack here, so I think we do another red chip facility. In fact, I don't think we're lacking a lot of things here, because look at that. Just lacking sulfur, I suppose. Oh, and we're lacking sulfur because it just can't be bothered. Yeah, interesting. As long as we keep building red, blues, and green ships, we'll probably get somewhere nice. Probably get to the duck situation. Duckest dungeon, after all, is a thing. Extra ducks. Okay, they're taking the green chips. That's what you love to see. And the compression on these is wonderful. Like, it takes 22 items and then makes one. That's compression. That's green belt compression if you ever saw it. Now, of course, we do need to make sure that we're continuing to make green belts and other associated good time stuff. So, good associated time stuff. We have run out of sulfuric acid barrels. Does this make sulfuric acid barrels? I feel like it doesn't. No, it doesn't look like it does. Lubricant, though. How much I need of lubricant, but cool that it makes it. Maybe we could just make some, like, sulfuric acid over here. We do need water for that as well. Could build into there, but I'm scared of encroaching on that copper, so I'll leave that copper alone. Okay, that's all done its thing, so connect. Connect. Lovely. Yeah, love to see it. I love to see it. By extension, I'm not giving you a choice whether you love it or not. That's right, SeiferKatt's taking away your free will yet again. What a douche. There's one thing I like taking, it's people's free will. You're no longer allowed to have your independent thoughts. Nyeh. I've become full-on Skeletor villain. I think Skeletor was actually a decent villain, but I don't actually remember. Was Skeletor's plan stupid? I don't know. I really don't know a lot about He-Man. Okay, the important thing is we're making red chips. Need those. And it's consuming all the green chips that we were hanging on to. We have 400 construction bots just chilling and doing nothing. So yeah, actually, start making my sulfuric acid, please. Can you get around to it? I would very much appreciate it. And if you do a long line like that, that makes things a lot easier too. Oh, there is coal right in the middle of that. That's confusing. But also so kind of truthful. You know, it's somewhat pure, seeing coal where you don't really want it. Okay, I think we are mostly good. Not perfect, but at least good enough to plonk that down. And then what we need to make is sulfur and sulfuric acid. So what does that look like? I think that's usually a much easier question. Okay, so we want to get some petroleum barrels in here. That's probably step one, and probably the easiest of steps. Let's get that sorted. Yeah, basically that, except different. I wanted to empty the petroleum barrels that we make so many of, and we don't really use it. Except for making plastic in strange places. Strange and unreachable places. Okay. Wait, that doesn't look right. Hmm. Did I accidentally have that right in the first place? That seems unlikely. Ah, because that would be the one that would connect it, but since nothing's connected... Okay, that's oddly enough kind of correct. The strangest type of correct. Okay, then we'd like to get some chemical plants to make some good old-fashioned sulfur. Very easy to make. Very delicious. Get some water. We are going to have to, of course, expand out this little island, but it's okay. That's what little islands are designed to have happen to them. Everyone's expanded a little island out before, right? Right? Exactly. And then just make some sulfuric acid. With the iron that we don't have connected to it. Hmm. What if we did it like this? We're trying a new trick. I don't know if it's a good trick, but we're certainly trying it. There we go. And then we're just going to plonk those in there. Wonderful. That's jammed. It'll unjam itself when it feels like it. I have faith. Okay, and then... Oh, actually, you know, we might have a problem. Well, it's not a big problem. It's just kind of an annoying problem. Or in my life, I am an annoying problem. Okay, moving on. So, what I would like to do now is bring in iron. And empty barrels? Yes. Okay, let's switch all those around to the right side. If I'd done this designing properly and realized that's how it would have been going, I would have been going reverse directions. But hey, we didn't. That's not how we roll over here. We always find the mistakes after we make them, not before we make them. That's the SeiferKatt experience. Okay, that would be good, that would be good. Yes, 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 love it, love it, love it! But if we did it this way, we wouldn't have to cross the wires. If we don't have to cross the wires, then... Okay, we're going to do a tank. Tanks are cool. Tank. Done. Then we want to build a assembly machine. We do. And we'll put the sulfuric acid. Fill the barrels. Please. Fill the inevitable barrels that are going to happen. Barrels of fun, I tell you. Hey. Oh, we probably need another one. Go. So we make that way. We will do that. They're going to be separated. They're going to be on that side. That. Brilliant. Look at that. Exactly what you almost want to see in life. Connect. Love it. Love it. We're going to need to put these down. That way we can actually connect them to the network. Perfect. Perfect. What if we did this? Got extra barrels, and barrels are cool. Sulfuric arrow. Sulfuric? Sulfuric. We're making new words today. No, they're just the same words but bad. Okay, that's connected, that's connected. Here we go. Look at all the iron it's bringing in. How sweet of it. How sweet it is to bring iron in. And now it'll just... What's this? I'm not sure how what my plan was there to ever actually let the barrels go again, but that should resolve my problem. Oh, interesting. I didn't know the fluid system contained what was also in here. I never really considered that. Interesting. So this has made 45 products of plastic, which means it's making a lot of plastic. And it has made a lot of blue chips, actually, all things considered. Hello and meow, Viper. Welcome. Okay, so they really need the petroleum barrels to come in and do their their thing. In the meantime, let's just make more reds, make more blues. You know what? More blues is probably better closer to... Yeah, over here looks like a better place for blues. I got the blues. Okay. We got the blues. If you look over to your left, you'll find the blues. We have them. Oh my god, they have the blues. I was hoping that we're going to get the blues in. There they are. Yeah, that's fine. We'll connect that. They'll make red circuits when they bloody well feel like it. Yeah, they'll make red circuits. That's not a problem. And then we'll get this blue one connected. Nice tasty one here. The lack of sulfuric acid is going to be a problem, but hopefully with what I've just recently created, it'll resolve itself. Resolve itself is probably a little bit of a exaggeration, because nothing really solves itself in this base. Or gets solved ever, now that I think about it a little bit more clearly. Okay. Important thing is picking up all the green chips and consuming them, but that way, well, the green chips being consumed empties the belt a little bit more. And we'll also need more green chips to be produced, which we're very good at. So continue to produce these blue chips, good sirs, and I'll try to figure out how to get some more sulfuric acid made. Because clearly this is a problem. We could always get sulfuric acid made in this area here, because there's a bit of water. What's stopping us from just going, like, bringing in sulfur, which we have a lot of, making it that way? Okay, we've got a minor problem here, which is really funny. This isn't actually connected to anything. There we go. So now we're making barrels of sulfuric acid. That's what we wanted to see. So when we get petroleum barrels, which happen sometimes, we'll make stuff. Okay, time to check what we're lacking in the world. 43,000 green chips. Red chips, almost back to a good number. Greens and blues are short, which is really funny that greens are short, because blues are going to shorten them so much worse. That's okay. You just keep creating green chips, we'll sort it all out. That's interesting. Not 2 to 1, is it? 1.5 to 1, which actually that's about right. Okay, no, that's fine. I was a little concerned about those copper numbers, but I think those copper numbers are okay. Continue pushing past creating more green chips, because we do need them, I suppose. And then I think we'll do one more blue chip around here, and then we'll go and see if we can help somewhere else in the factory. Because the factory is but a child that cannot deal with its own problems. Much like myself. I relate to this factory. A lot of problems caused by myself. And I have no real way of fixing them, aside from just trying to be better and generally failing. Isn't that nice? 64 barrels of plastic have gone out, which is actually really neat. Okay, minor problem. I feel that we've counted things going out, but we haven't actually stopped them going out if we don't need them. Maybe we should think about that. Alright. Continuing to make my delicious green chips. We've made 2,000 green chips there, which would be great if we weren't so short. Seven blue chips. It doesn't seem like much, but blue chips are really required. It really doesn't seem like much. What I would probably like to do as well here, just because we've got a lot of iron, down here perhaps, I would like to make one of these facilities that makes steel. In fact, we kind of have one. Okay, then I would like to make another one. Keep it simple. Oh, we've got one. We've had one steel facility, but what about second steel facility? Someone who doesn't really like Lord of the Rings, I do like, how about second something neat? Which is literally the name of this stream today. Close enough anyway, it's a reference to that. Okay. Pulls out more iron, which of course means more iron will get created. It's what we really want. It's what we deserve. What we need. So they're just going to keep mining until hopefully we can turn this into a double-layered steel iron refinery. We're not there yet, though. We'll get there. Okay, and that consumes all the iron, which in turn makes more iron. You'll love to see it. I love to see it. Your results may vary. You may not love to see it. I was thinking we had enough copper, but no. Copper is still flowing. And it'll continue to flow until we have 8,700 more copper on the line. Could we consider more radars? We would need more radars. We could consider radars. Let's see. We have 2 facilities that make radars. Well, that's insufficient. So we're going to make another one. Far away from everything else, but that's okay. Everything will make its way down there eventually. All good things must arrive where it needs to be. Okay. That's looking pretty radarific. And of course I was using all the green chips that I have so many of here, which is good. I don't know if we need 2,000 radars though. I think that might be a little bit of an exaggeration. Why are we asking for 2,000 radars? Because we're asking for 0.2% for radars. That's a lot. But then again, we do have 85,000 belts, so maybe that all, tunes itself out in the end. How much do we actually have? Out of curiosity, let's connect this up. We'll do a custom query. Let's not count reds. I just want to know what we have in the way of green. Greater than, say, 500. Less than 500? How many radars do we even have? Radar. Output. Radar. We have 135 radars. Okay, we do have a shortage of radars then. That's fine. We can build more of those. And while I don't really need batteries, I think having a thing that builds batteries here would be a good idea. Closest one is 1 kilometer away. Yeah, that's too far away. And not that one. That one's gross. Are they all like this? That's almost better. They are all that extended. Gross. Well, that's just how it's going to be. I'm willing to bet they're not all that extended, but the ones that I was looking at were, and quite frankly, that's what we're going to use. I can't be bothered making something new right now. The laziness is set in. You know the rules, when the laziness sets in, just let it. Okay. Go. That will make batteries when it feels like it. Okay. I think we also do need to make another one of these, specifically to make efficiency modules. And because we're doing this has turned into like a little production facility, I think we're going to let it. So we're going to add one more of these, and we're going to change this from being productivity to efficiency modules. Because we need more, apparently. You wouldn't have thought we did, but we absolutely do. Mm, hey, yeah, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let the factory build some things. Yeah. Got a lot of empty barrels, full barrels of sulfuric acid ready to go. Rip roaring and ready to go, as they say. Very nice to see things being made. And while I'm thinking about things that are miles away, built miles away, do we have discharge defense up here? A kilometer away. Oh my word. That's not going to cut it. Will not cut it at all. I'm going to build one of these over here as well. Because it's something that we are short of a lot, and quite frankly, we can always use more of these. Oh. The fact that steel fills up so quickly tells me that steel may be overdone. I know steel's overdone. Keep saying it, I just don't want to go down and fix it right now. I'll get around to it. Alright. But really what we're short of here is 10 lasers. And lasers do take a while to build. I wonder whether I want to push batteries even further up then. What is batteries looking at? That's the question. How many batteries do we have currently? So again, ditch that red line. And show me things that are over that. Okay, so batteries, we have 15,000 batteries. Interesting. 15,000 batteries may not be enough batteries. I think it would be, but it's just really not. These are producing. Well, this one's producing. The other one will produce when it thinks it's time. I believe in my factory. I know my factory can decide when things are ready to go. Now, how much faith do you have in your factory? That's the question I want to ask you today. Do you believe your factory will sort things out? Because my factory has a mind of its own, and I think it knows what's going on. Which is good, because I have no idea what's going on in this factory. How are we going with ducks? We are lacking duck silo. It's the duck silo, huh? Wow. Fascinating. How many silos we have? Actually, I can find that out myself. Logistics. Not enough of those, that's for sure. Rocket silos. We have a whole bunch of those, and duck silos we have one, which is jammed. I mean, it really doesn't get worse than that situation. We have one. Vote no. Never. Always vote yes. Oops. Thank you. Thank you for balancing that out. Okay, so that wasn't being built properly, but now it is. How many things are making these? 4. Really simple machines, honestly. The real problem with them is that they just need silos. Vote because Thief made me. You know what? You're making me sound like some sort of dictator. And I like it. I found my true calling. I knew I'd find it by streaming. Dictatorship. Well, it's not the worst thing I've done on stream. Starting a dictatorship is far from the worst thing I've done on stream. Which, I'll be honest, it's concerning. The delusions of grandeur are back. Nice to know when they come back. Always nice they announce themselves when they return. Ah. We can put those away. I know where we can put those. That's a lot. Might be too much. That's alright, we'll find a use for all of those. It'll sort itself out. Maybe, probably. Okay, so what I'd like to do is let's drop steel. So it's currently at 5%. I think we could take steel to 4%, honestly. That's scary. 4.3. Which is a very strange number. Oh god. I just copy that number. 23,256. Okay, no, that's not too bad. 23,256. Oh. Okay. And then what I'd like to do is just increase batteries because we need to. I'm going to increase it to 0.8. 125,000. Easy enough to remember. Now I just got to find the batteries. There they are. Okay, so how bad has that made everything? Well, steel isn't required, and batteries... Batteries almost look like nothing changed, which I don't like. Batteries at 15,000. I don't know what it was before, but it was 12,000 before, so 3,000 batteries extra. Oh, no. 0.9. Which is a lot of ones. I want to check something before this. Why does batteries not ever show up here? Is it because I'm doing two smaller differences? Okay, out of curiosity, this could go very wrong very quickly, but that's okay. Okay. Let's put that back. And then again, if we just check those numbers again, we have 16,000 batteries on the belt. Okay, that's fine. I did just throw an a whole bunch of batteries on there just to see what would happen. It turns out if you put one, it asks for about 1 billion things. Like literally 1 point something billion. Which is neat. Okay, that's being built. And I'll be back in just a second, everyone. Hold tight. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. That's right. Okay, so how are we doing? Ooh, mining productivity 99%. Woohoo! Gonna be making more metals soon. I think we need more low densities. Not really backing up, which is... it's not really a concern, it's just happening. What was I needing all these electric engines for? Rocket silos, exoskeleton, yeah, actually. I do need those. I think that number was still way high, that needs to be a 4,000 high. So high. These little coal machines, and their coal. So cute. So cute. Getting their coal, burning their coal for fuel. Aww. You don't get much cuter than that, folks. Doesn't actually even work. How much coal have you put through? 100,000 coal. How worth it would it be to just turn these off? Maybe just allow solid fuel to hit them. Coal is probably Used. Consideration. These flying robot frames, they need batteries. A lot of things need batteries, it turns out. Let's have a look at some of these battery facilities that I talk so high of. Right, because they've all sort of stacked up on batteries, so they're ready to... They're all about ready to go. We made way too many of these battery factories. Don't know what I was thinking, but hey. There we go, I suppose. Still trying to upgrade all these blue belts, and I assume they're getting done when they get around to it. Two rockets are ready on the stand. Love to see that. Let's launch 4 rockets total, which is nice enough. And we've got another one down here that's probably launched. I would imagine a similar number. Yeah, exactly similar. It's 4. They're both 4. Okay, we're going to disconnect that. Because I quite frankly just don't think these things are really producing enough power to be really worth it. Yeah, they're really not actually. I don't know why it paused on that. The only thing I might want to do is maybe another power station. Currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would we want a 6th? Internet outage, so logging in with the Twitch app for the first time? Not a fan. Oh, I'm sorry. It sucks. What happened to your internet? The government? Government's always stealing the internet, using it for their own nefarious purposes. No mineable resources. Well, sounds like a you problem. Okay, we've got way too much sulfuric acid in there. I'm not happy about that. Okay. It's just not good. Sucks. Well, I got good news for you. I didn't create it. I think I didn't need to tell you that because if I created it, it wouldn't work at all. A Twitch app created by some guy who doesn't know how to code. Just not alleging right? Are we questioning the app's allegiances? Okay, so that's slowly putting out happy rocks. Wait. Comes down the bottom. Then it goes like that at the bottom. That's not helping anyone. Should be like that. It's not working right. Alleging does make as little less sense than working right, I'll be honest with you. I don't think I needed to say that. I think we all figured that out. Oh, I don't like these belts where they're sort of speeding up and slowing down almost randomly. It's uncomfortable. Ooh, the frames is like fell to 40 there. That's not good. Ooh, that was 39. Okay. It doesn't like when I'm placing these belts, it seems. I mean, the important thing is, when it really comes down to this, factory does make the occasional duck. I wonder if it's worth making another silo machine. I know we've got a bunch of them, but I went up here and built something around here, which is, we have a lot of production going on there. Maybe that would be good. Still need a lot of space science before we can start launching those to get fish. Hey, what you eating? Nice. I thought. Fair enough. Okay, we'll disconnect the coal. I just think the coal will be better just making plastic. Quite frankly, we just don't need this much, we don't need this terrible steam power anymore. Well, we don't need the power from coal, we need it from uranium. Because uranium is the way of the future. There's other ways you can piss off New Zealanders other than saying that, but that one will do it. That one will do it. That's manufacturing stuff when it feels like it, which is very rarely, but that's okay. Bottle fusion generators, how do you feel about those? That was a terrible 5 minutes. It's the worst 5 minutes of your life, right, Dave? Well, I'm glad your internet came back. Excuse me. What's that? What madness did I just witness? I mean, I use the Twitch app sometimes. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. You're having power problems and net problems all day. Oh no. There's something going on around your area? I was going to ask if it's like snow or something, but I realize you're in summer, so that's not going to be a plausible thing. Refund. No refunds. Alright. Feel about making some low densities here as well. I feel pretty good about it. Some people say making low densities right here is a bit silly, but we don't make them over here, so we should. Rainstorms and a windstorm took our power. Oof. Oof. Well, at least it's weather-based and not just random. I know weather is still annoying, but at least weather makes sense. We've been having a lot of weather problems in my city lately. Actually, my country lately. Big storms, big storms. Haven't had any lately though, thankfully. That's how they get you. Alright, can we get another silo, please? Yeah, that's what I thought. A kilometer away is a perfect reason to build one. Challenge is finding the place for it, which is actually right here. Snook it in there. Just a little pushy boot. Pushy boot? What the hell am I saying? He's making sounds and pretending they're words, folks. He's lost his mind. That's been the reasons known rather than I don't know. I mean, the only thing worse than I don't know is I don't know or care. You know, call someone, why is it down? I don't know, don't care either. Like, well, that's not helpful. How am I supposed to fix this? See above, don't know, don't care. Hey, iron's still coming out nice and tidy. Making radars, we've made 166 radars. That's nice. Ah, yes, Pokemon Snap. Not the tastiest Pokemon game I've ever licked. I don't have an answer for what is the tastiest game because I don't really like Pokemon games. It's not my thing, if you'd believe that. Oh, I never clicked on that link. I was supposed to. I still don't know George Michael. I had one job and I failed. I regret nothing on that one. I actually have some regrets. This is going in the book. What, the Book of Grudges? Okay. I didn't know we were doing Dwarven Books of Grudges here. Hey, Peter. How you going? What's the current duck count? You know, I don't think we've launched any ducks recently. Have a look. I think we're still at... That was an F, not a D. Oh, hey, 3 ducks. We launched a duck 30 minutes ago. Neat. Now, the real question is... The actual real question... Do we have a duck in the place that we're supposed to have ducks? Right, no, we do actually want you to output duck number. No. You still don't have a duck? It ain't so. Did all of this. Oh, okay, well, thank you. We've constructed another duck, I just don't know if it actually constructed another duck. It doesn't look like it did. That's frustrating. Well, the point is, it's still making them. We're just not really creating the actual rubber duck itself. Immediate uninstall. Yep, fair enough. There is no. The problem is there is no duck. There is no duck at all. Sometimes, well, usually, it doesn't create the duck for some reason. No duck. I thought I did like a whole bunch of testing and it seems to work, and it worked twice in a row, so I thought it was fixed, but no, it just launches a duck and then doesn't launch a duck. I don't know what's up with that. But look, the point is, it gathered all the items and it did a thing. Set the duck limit to 0 and try again. What duck limit? Give me the duck limit to 0. I mean, the factory search is not finding any ducks. There is no ducks. There is no ducks whatsoever. That's just the tag for the duck. That doesn't count. No, it didn't make a duck. Like, factory search would tell me if it made a duck. There is no ducks. Factory search is pretty good with telling me if there's a duck or not. Three. I mean, you mean how many products is it made? 3. I know this is a hard thing to say, but trust me, I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. From one professional to another, Dave, you know how it is. I wasn't sure how that one was going to be received, honestly. Okay. I mean, now it's just more of a logistics challenge rather than filling up a lake with ducks, which is a shame. That's what we really wanted to do. Not on my side today. It's never on my side. What am I saying? Because when was April ever on my side? Never. What should it be? April is its own individual person. Eight Ball's hitting puberty. Eight Ball's always been like that, though. Constant puberty for the 8 Ball. Which is, you know, a horror in of itself. No one deserves that torment. A rebel now. You don't understand my pain, Dad. Over there, listen to My Chemical Romance. I don't know what rebels do. I just assume they listen to My Chemical Romance. I don't really know. Oh. Oh, say I haven't done this. Have you push broken code to GitHub? Make sure your code is good before proceeding. So one of these needed to have that. Actually, no, I think 2 of them needed to have that, but... yeah, that was correct. Close enough. That's correct. Right, so when we built that, we also said there's an extra 7,000 things on the belt, which there wasn't. Okay, I think we're good now. shitpost code all the time. GoSend is the problem. Okay, we're 3,000 batteries short. That does make sense. I had to push broken code, but it still happens. I really don't understand what GitHub is. I know everyone uses it and everyone talks about it. Since I'm not a coder, I'm not like given the secret badge into that area of the internet. And nor should I ever be given the secret badge to that part of the internet. Or I could do some real damage in there. Not intentionally, probably, but you know I could. I know I could. Generally, I try not to go to places where I can cause real damage. That's my rule. Either real or societal. Oh, Turtle, that's a good joke. Okay, so that should result in things coming in. Yep, no copper yet. Oh, there's some copper. Okay. A little bit lack of copper. A lot of the copper is, I think, either getting used up here or getting spun around in circles, which is fine too. That's making sulfur. Love sulfur. Heard good things about sulfur. And plastic is being made here, which we've made 328 products of plastic. You stole it? Brilliant. You're allowed to steal things. That's the rule of the stream. You're allowed to steal things. But if we really want to think about it, if we want to go duck parts... So we've launched one duck at 5 hours, one at 4.5, and one at 0.6. I mean, we're almost... I mean, we're like one duck every 2 hours at the moment. Can you get that in writing? Absolutely not. Look up left pad for some GitHub drama. I'm not allowed to look at GitHub. I said that because I can't be trusted. I'm not cool enough. Besides, drama comes in all forms, and if you don't really understand what they're complaining about, then you're just sort of like, okay, people are mad, don't know why. Not stealing, it's temporary borrowing. Exactly. Exactly. Can't steal something if they don't know you took it. Entire internet required left pad, and the company litigated off the internet, breaking thousands of repos of code. The guy understood like 3 of those words. What's a repo of code? Is that like a Reaper? Like a death god? Probably. I assume it means repository, but I'm still not entirely sure what a repository is. My doctor gave me a repository once. Read up on it, it's interesting. Alright, I'll try to. I don't know when I'm going to find time for that. See, now I'm this guy. Here's the level of things I can understand. Do I know what one duck said to the other duck? I mean, quack is the obvious answer. Nothing because ducks don't talk is another good one. But go on. What did the one duck say to the other duck? Where? A chocobo? That's a suppository? No, 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 no. No, no, no. You don't understand. He put it in a place that I'm not really going to talk about. A depository. He deposited it there. He lubed it up and everything. It's hard to time that. Hard to time that sound alert. Fair enough. I respect that. The little bit of lag or delay will always make it difficult. What the hell happened here? I think we need to speed this up. I think this is silly. What did one duck say to the other duck? Long pause. Why the long face? Wrong joke! Oh, quack. Ducks don't talk. I don't know. What did one duck say to the other duck? Why is it slow? Expect better from my factory. I don't know why I expected better from my factory, but I did. Ducks tell tales to each other. Woo! That's true. And sometimes I really want to go back and rewatch the new DuckTales. It's really good. Way better than it had any right to be, that's for sure. We've got like a lot of resources here that I think we should really be using. I don't know how this got so bad, because it's a pickup station, not even a drop station. So, you know what? Let's make another silo. That's going to jam things up a bit. There was a remake of the theme song that apparently traumatized the internet. When you say remake, are you talking about like for the new one, or like they just redid it, or are you talking about like its actual remake? And I mean, then there was also Glom Tales, which was like a one-off thing they did for Flintheart Glomgold doing his own version, which was hilarious. Or then Launchpad stuffing it up. Oh. Oh no, okay, that's bad then. That's bad. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm just talking about fun renditions of, you know. Oh, okay, no. Maybe a surprise for you, but SeiferKatt, not a fan of racist memes. True. What I'd like to do actually, I've seen this, and I kind of want to rebuild this. Give this like a whole cell of its own to just make another one of these. Okay, yeah, no, I hadn't heard of that one. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to watch the last episodes of Owl House. Oh, hello, robots. Good to see you. Love Owl House, and I want to watch the end of it. Okay, that should resolve that. Yep. Okay, that's just going to make stuff when it gets around to it. Can take a little while, but that's okay. Could we use some more green chips? I think we could always use some more green chips. Just want 3 things this week. Okay. Your client to call you and be happy with the job. That'd be nice. The OOC patch release. I don't know what OOC patch release is. And quotes hit 400, so you don't appear to be clacking. You became a chicken. I don't think anyone assumes you're slacking, Dave. You're a professional. Professionals do not slack. We all know that. That's alright. At some point, I'm sure I'll say something stupid and someone will be like, haha, we got him. Got him, boys. Got the quote system exists again. And someone goes, I don't think he's forgetting. What's OOC? The only thing you want is 16 of these new crystals added to the new MMO. Come from sniper hunting. What MMO are you playing, I Am the Sky? Ah, shoot. Orb of Creation. Oh, yeah! Okay, you know, I'm with Orb of Creation patch release. Sad Orb of Creation once again. It was sad the new update hasn't come in yet. I know. I mean, Orb of Creation comes up, I'm going to play it. Maybe I'll just put it like on YouTube or something. Or do like short, like guerrilla streams for like 20 minutes. No, maybe I'll do a YouTube series. I don't think it's conducive to a full proper stream. Black Desert Online. Yeah, I had a friend try to make me play Black Desert Online once. And I played it for 5 minutes and I got pretty dull about it. But bored of it, rather. I didn't really get into it. I heard of the site where you pay to support patches getting released. Patreon? I mean, I assume that was a joke and Patreon's not a real thing. But it's not a real thing. I've been lied to by Solburn. You know what? It was a joke, but at the same time, not a terrible idea. Like, think about it. Indie studio, right? They've made a game, it's good, but quite frankly, it just doesn't get the player base that it needs. And because it doesn't have the player base, it's not really worth spending the time to patch it. But you pay a certain amount of money, they'll patch it. It's not a bad idea. You pay to get Soulburn streams? Yeah, we should actually. That's a good point. I heard that great lad was playing some Deep Rock Galactic. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but, you know. Soulburn. I mean, so you know it's got to be good. Speaking of streams, I see SeiferKatt did like a 12-hour stream. So when I raided him last night, he then played for another 12 hours. And by the time I woke up, he was still playing. Crazy. Absolute mad lad over there. But, you know, looked like he's having a good time. You raided him as well? Ah, look at you, Solvern, raiding people. He's become a true streamer, lads. That only cats is offline. I should probably delete that one then. You didn't raid him because you don't stream? That's fair enough. That's a good reason not to raid someone. It is difficult to raid someone when you don't stream. I appreciate that truth. Real truth bomb, but I believe it's correct. Okay, let's get that sulfuric acid over here and let's start making things. You're worried because it's a real hot take, not streaming 2023. I do wonder what percentage of people... It's always a thought that I've had, like, how many people actually do content creation for, like, anything versus no content creation? Does that make sense? Like, how many consumers are there versus producers of content? Whether it be games, code, anything. I think a lot of people probably don't actually do content creation. Or if they do it for like a couple of days and then never touch it again. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that, like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing. They do the bare minimum of content creation, go, holy crap, that's a lot of work, and then just never do it again. 1 to 10 ratios? That's not bad, actually. It's higher than I thought it would be. I mean, more people doing it than I thought. But then people doing it, like, more consistently, I suppose, is the real question. I would suppose a lot of people just never make anything content-wise, and that's okay. Or with creation content. Like, there is a lot of time invested in content creation. Even, like, doing this, while it's not really time invested because I'd be playing Factorio anyway, it's still just time you could do something else with. And that's probably the real challenge. Challenge is the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Orb of content creation. Oh. I do what I can, Solburn, just for you. Just for you, buddy. I read your messages wrong because I know it makes you happy. Because you're too punny. You're like, your puns are just too good, and I just read them as if a normal person typed them. Wow, that was harsh. It's almost like I called you not a normal person. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. This is me trying to get out of what I've said. It's not offensive because that's not what I meant. I just said I hate that particular things. Still do sit online with all of us harassing with quotes and whatnot. When I play video games, I want me time. Exactly, yeah. And I think some games I have the same thing, that I'm just like, you know what, this game's for me. I want to enjoy this game on my own. Like, you know, could I have rigged up my system to play Here's the Kingdom on stream? Absolutely. I know I've got several ways I could have done that. But no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be rude and just do my own thing. Well, it can't be offensive because it wasn't on a fence. Makes sense. Meanwhile, someone's fencing your opinion. How does Tears of the Kingdom taste? Salty. Obviously. Very salty tears. I've been enjoying it. I think I'm probably near the last fight. CPU is too weak to stream DRG while maintaining 144 frames. Well, I mean, one, Twitch isn't going to give you 144 frames, so it's probably okay. And two, you don't need 144 frames. 45 is enough for anyone. Look at that, 45 frames. Having the time of my life over here. Having the time of my life. And I owe it all to limited number of frames that aren't really doing as well as I'd hoped they would. You capped it at 60 and felt so choppy. Maybe that's why I never want to go to that number of frames, because I would start complaining, and I don't want to complain. I complain enough as it is. Also, if you go 45, then 40 is better. Well, if you say so. I'm working on it. I'm working on reducing those frames, don't you worry. The half point of frame times. See, if you're complaining about complaining. No! Shit, he got me. I'm complaining about complaining. So, as some of you may know, I was gifted what's it called Warhammer Total War, and I'm really considering doing some content on that. I just want to play Skaven. I just want to play the little rat boys. So I've just been making sure I intend to play them before I run that content. I don't want to waste everyone's time. I like the little rat boys. They're just like, and they really are like that. They're just insane. You have 1 terabyte a month? Oh, for your streams. Makes sense. Steam Deck has a preset for limiting to 40. Part of me was wondering about how good the Steam Deck is. I had a friend who got one. He was just like, yeah, but he's always a little bit, what's the word, judgmental about hardware. I don't know. Judgmental is probably the wrong word, but he very much cares about optimal response. And if he doesn't get it, it's trash. And I'm like, well, you know, it's not that bad. He's like, no, it's exactly that bad. Huge quality snob? Yeah, exactly. Like that. Most comfortable handheld. He has strong opinions. He does. He has a desire for the best things in life, and if something is not the best thing in life, then he hates it. Hates it. And somehow he's still friends with me. Deck 2? Oh, are they making another one already? What? Guess we've had 1 deck, but how about 2nd deck? Double deck guy. Deck in each hand. Wow, Billy, your mum lets you have 2 decks? Turned out to be a hoax. Oh, really? Well, what was the thing, though? They were going to make a Steam console, but not like a handheld console. That was going to be like a third-party capable one, so everyone could make their own, and then it just sort of fizzled out. Rented a Blu-ray because he insisted on 1080p. The Blu-ray refused to play on his hardware. Copy you acquired was 720, and he didn't notice the difference. Yeah, there was going to be like they were going to make Steam consoles. It was just a concept? Oh, okay. I thought it was a thing they actually did. It just sort of disappeared, and so I assumed that it happened, but they got bored of it. It can happen sometimes. It's Steam OS, but it hasn't been updated in years. I mean, I've got one of the Steam links, you know, the little boxes that connect to your TV through the wide connection. And I love that little thing. It's really good. I've stopped using it a little bit, but I should get onto using it again. Not that I've got a shortage of games on my console, so maybe we'll see. We'll see. I'll do what I can. The machine was a series of pre-built small form factor computers. Also, they did actually make them? Oh, there you go. Steam Link was good enough for me. It just runs through the PC itself. That was the idea, but I don't think it ever happened because then people, I guess, were just like, we'll just make our own computers and then you can just run games off the computer. It was too early in gaming as it was back in 2014. The hell, what are you saying? Gaming wasn't a thing in 2014? The hell is this madness that is occurring? You love your Steam controller? I didn't get a Steam controller. I just used like Xbox Xbox 360 controllers. So at one point I'll probably have to buy a new one, but right now my 360 controllers are still doing well. One day I'll need to upgrade them, I'm sure. Okay. Let's have a look at ducks for a second. We haven't launched a duck in 54 minutes. My goodness. Data amount of people playing games 2014 is vastly lower than 2023. It still wasn't low. I don't know why, but I sound so offended by this statement. Only one thing that can cheer me up. Oh no, the frames! It's the slowest caramel dancing! The caramel dancing array is so sad. Well, frames are in trouble. Yeah, but Anton, let's also not forget, the mobile gaming was probably even better back then, because not everything was microtransactioned up the wazoo. Oh, this caramel dancing is so slow. We need to put it out of its misery. Not kill it. We're not going to kill the caramel dancing array, of course. That would be violent. I just want to look at a couple of these. I've seen that one already, actually. 0.016 ducks per minute. True, but fewer people had those kinds of phones. That's true, actually. That's valid. No, it stays there. The caramel dancing array done good work in the factory. We can't just take it out to pasture. Spiders, yep. Yep, ducks, power armor. Yeah, that's none of that's surprising so far. Also, when I said it was 30 minutes ago, it probably wasn't. It was probably like 40 minutes ago. Probably only... Yeah, it would have been like 40 minutes because time has slowed down. Could be either. Okay, how are you doing over here? Are you lacking the same things? You're lacking rail? Huh. Silo, Roboport 2. Can we build some more silos, maybe? Closest one is 134 meters away. Okay, we already do build silos here, it seems. What are we short on? Everything, but it's made 10 of them, so I guess carry on. Looks like a good place to build one of these. Carry on my wayward duck. Damn right. I imagine we've got a bunch of bots that are coming from all over the place to build this. Oh, they're building blue belts. That's fine. Blue belts are almost helpful. Copper is coming through. A lot of copper, actually. A lot of copper and iron, in fact, over there. Copper and iron, that should be making stuff. Like green chips. And that's what we need, green chips. Okay, so that should do something. It'll do more once we actually connect it properly. There we go. Got a lot of iron and copper coming through here. Quite frankly, the fact that it's not connected is disappointing, to say the least. To say the most, it's very disappointing. And we build more green chips because you need them. Is the number getting worse or better? I can only assume worse. 46,000. It's not getting worse, but I don't think it's getting better. 11,000 blue chips. I have a funny feeling it's about what we were at before. Maggot brain. Okay. 2,000 green chips per minute. Clearly green chips have increased production over the last little while. Love to see it. Although, from what I see... Oh. Yeah, consumption's been a bit higher, that's the problem. Alright, I'll get to it. And that's doing its best with green chips. That's, funnily enough, that's actually the complete opposite problem we've got anywhere else in the factory. Too many blue chips, none of speed modules. That's literally not a problem anywhere else has. But we can fix that. And fix her. Hoping by doing this we're actually assisting the frames, but I don't know if we are. Assist the frames. Like save the frames. Save the frames or kill the animals. Classic line. The answer is always no, it's save the animals or save the frames. My bad, that was the same thing twice. Okay, tidy it up a little bit. And I would like this to be not that. I would like this if this is efficiency modules. And the same here. The bots will take care of the rest. I've done too much work anyway here. I've done more than my fair share of work. This copper, what are we doing with it? Shame there's not more iron near here. This is still making a lot of green chips. Probably way more than we'll ever need. Need red chips here. That's interesting. Speaking of Dave doing an Ask Panda question, we'll be doing Ask Panda next week. So just keep in mind that is, if you want to ask Panda your questions, I do get those in. Because that's how this works. If you don't have any questions, that's fine too. You don't have to have questions. That's not connected. There's not many questions in the queue. I just want to get them answered. Because it's been a while. How many questions are in the queue? That's a good question. There are 19 requests in the 19 requests from 2 months ago. But yeah, we're going to get the questions answered, so we're going to do that. And then we'll see what happens. See what happens after that. Okay, and then reconnect that. But because the questions have been slowing down, we might retire Ask Panda for a little while. So, heads up on that. All the responsibilities is an interesting one for pandas. I think one of the responsibilities is placating China. I'm not even joking with that. Like, I think there's like a law that all pandas belong to China. Like, even if you have a zoo or something, and if there's a baby panda, that panda still belongs to China. I believe it's something like that. Chinese laws apply worldwide. You lease the panda for your zoo. Kind of an interesting concept. That just a panda belongs to them. Hey man, you can't just own pandas, dude. Pandas are like their own thing, man. It's like pandas belong to everyone, dude. All like part of the system, man. I'm enjoying myself with this small interlude. Own all pandas, observe. Okay, we're gonna stretch. Oh, it's not observe. Okay. Hydrate with my obscenely large bottle. Done. I mean, I wonder what would happen if, like, it was a baby panda and you just never told them. Like, how would they know? What would they do? They would probably be very mad about it, actually. That's probably what they would do. Generally don't annoy government like that. Isn't really a bad idea. Your bamboo, does Panda own you or vice versa? Panda absolutely owns me. Or are you talking about just in general? Like you talking about my wife Panda or the animal Panda? My wife absolutely owns me. That's how it works. Those are our vows. Beef equals bamboo. I am Beefer Bamboo. Hi everyone, this is Beefer Bamboo. It's my new name. No. I've misunderstood the question then. Not for the first time, not for the last. Holy damn sushi belt. Yeah, it's kick. It's a little bit of a sushi belt. Quite large. It'd be rare as sushi is the last place. You know what? How would we feel about duck sweatshop here? I think I feel pretty good about it. How do I get anything built? It takes time. It's not quick. I mean, I wish I could lie and say it's plausible, but it's not. There is a pair who choose the names Panda and Bamboo. I've never heard of these people. Welcome to Beef Bamboo stream. Here we play Factorio while talking about philosophy, and politics, and current affairs. Oh god, and we never talk about video games or anything strange. It's just the sane version of me. Yeah, no, nothing ever really gets built. It just takes forever. But you know, it's fun. I do. I do indeed. So that's the red and green wires. Red wires track what I want, and green wires track what I have. Numbers are a little bit skewed sometimes, but it's alright. They figure it out. The belt is smart enough, I suppose. Also, we talk about the taste of game cartridges. Did anyone try? Was anyone a fool enough to try? Oh, thank you very much for the kibble. I'll always take the 1 cent kibble. Oh, the 1 bit. Love it. I find it funny you can turn that off, and I'm like, but why? It's funny. I think if you had like a larger stream and people were just constantly doing that, you'd be like, this needs to stop. But we're not at that point. So I can enjoy the 1 bit coming in and having a laugh every time it happens.
Thanks for your
support. Thank you for the kibble. 1 bit computer being crafted. It's better than a 2-bit computer, I suppose. Okay, what are we lacking? Exoskeletons, radars. Okay. Funny. I thought we had enough exoskeletons. Guess not. Let's see. Exoskeletons. We will... Guess we don't craft one of them anywhere near here, so let's do that. Oh, you know what, Maholic? We absolutely forgot something here. What was I thinking? How bloody rude of me. Shout out to Maholic. He's been playing Satisfactory. I don't understand Satisfactory. It's like got more dimensions than I'm used to, but I enjoyed it when I played it for a little while. And Maholic, from what I've seen, his factory has gotten large. I assume it was large. I don't know. There was a lot going on. What is a 1-bit computer? After the cartridge has been in a desert landfill or before that? Before that. Good rest from Factorio. Yeah, I can respect that. No, it's Switch cartridges. They're very bitter. Because they don't want children eating them. But that just encourages me. You tell me not to lick it, I'm licking it. Punch card? Punch card? I know what you mean. You know, I'm a rebel and I cannot be stopped. 1-bit computer is 2 half-bit computers stuck together. Is a half-bit computer a thing? I don't know. I feel like I've been lied to here, but I don't know. Lied to is the wrong word. Lied to implies this maliciousness. About how this factory works. Rubber ducks! We're also running squeak through. I think there's also factory search. They haven't added to that. It's all quite simple. Something enters the belt, it gets +1. Something leaves the belt, it gets -1. And then it just goes from there. And then we have a computer that sits over here. That sort of tells us how much of something we want. Computer is probably an exaggeration, but, you know, it does things. Let's see if he discovers the punch card protections put in place by early managers to remove the excuse of my dog or kid ate it. Why would someone's dog's kid eat it? That's just a puppy. Puppies would eat things, actually, now that I think about it. Getting everything to blue belts might have been too ambitious. Oh no, no, we're getting too technical. I'm getting scared. Please, stop. I'm afraid. Please, please, stop. I am afraid. The Wang 500. They used to call me in high school. I don't think I need to tell you why. How are we going with the numbers? Are the numbers looking better or worse? Or, alternatively, pretty much exactly the same. I hadn't considered exactly the same. I mean, I would assume by the name it was probably made by someone called with the last name Wang. Which is very rude of me to laugh at that. It's a legitimate name, but I am a child. So, I'm gonna be like, hehe. I refuse to improve. Not that I refuse to improve, it's like my brain won't let me improve. My brain's like, nah, this is where you're at, this is who you are. Don't try to better your station, boy. Alright. And with that, we should be vaguely making things? Probably. Yawo. God, I forgot I wrote Yawo. It was very funny to me at the time. Is the satellite build not finished purposely? No. I think I must have copied and pasted it at some point and then never come back for it. Very rude. Thank you for letting me know, though. I had completely missed that. You want another radar? I think another radar would be awesome. I need to make the one. I can't understand what you're writing. I feel very silly. Silly is the wrong word. Downright stupid is what I'm after. It's not. I'm more joking. Joking is what I do 95% of the time here. Sometimes I just really am that dense. Boy, how did this boy denser than a bowl of oatmeal? It was good oatmeal, so it's okay. It's okay to be dense like a bowl of oatmeal, so long as it's good oatmeal. You know what? That's a good public service announcement. You're absolutely right, Dave. Seeking improvement is always a good thing. Try not to resist improvement. Okay, we're connecting everything. It's going fairly well. Wah! Hmm. Wonder if maybe a little bit extra red beltage, red chippage wouldn't be a bad idea. Just a little bit extra red chippage. Brain noped out of conspiracy theories. What conspiracy theory? I'm making up a conspiracy theory again. I mean, I always do that. It's a legitimate problem I have. Oh. Let's get more copper together, I suppose. Call me Charles Dickens because I'm going to get some David Copperfield over here. David wasn't required. I could have just said Copperfield and it would have been a better joke. Most of them. Factorio is a flat world created just some years ago. I mean, is it not? Legitimate question. This is a Factorio is a flat world, is it not? Has Big Planet got me again? I've been tricked by Big Planet. It happens a lot to me. Maybe just do it that way. That'll do. Aww. Goodbye, joke. You shall be missed? I guess we never knew what the joke was, so... guess we don't know if it'll be missed. Let's just drop the copper off in there. Could have probably put it at the end there and it would have made more sense, but oh well. 2.5 million copper plates to come through here. Wow. And still another 2.8 million to go. Approximately. Okay, that's still building, that's still building. I thought we turned off a lot of these. I don't think we turned off as many as I thought I had. Jeez, Dave. How many times have I had the sushi belts gridlock on me? They have never once gridlocked. Not fully. I've had it slow at times. Like, I think over here it's pretty slow. Really slow. Was it really slow, like, over here? You've got points where it's really slow, but never full gridlock. Never happened once. Because it shouldn't ever happen. Like, yeah, the worst I've had is it's been a bit slow. I need copper ore for the duck. I don't think I do need copper ore for the duck. I think I got plenty of copper. More. Some more. Plenty of copper ore on the system. Ooh, 5 ED belts. Something is going to take those any moment now. See, all 5 of them are scheduled for pickup. Let's go have a look at the duck. The problem is you cannot really easily find out what the ducks are lacking without actually going to look at the ducks. Which is kind of annoying. What are these ducks? Well, the ducks are the purpose of the mod, but the ducks don't seem... The duck mod appears to be slightly broken that we don't actually get ducks. We launch and get no ducks at all. This thing here requires 100 and... Oh, it needs almost every item in the game. 197 items. Which is why we're doing it like this. And then what's supposed to happen is when it's created, it's supposed to put a duck in rockets. And then launch a duck, and then we can put a duck in the stream. That's what's supposed to happen. No, it was working just fine. No, it's not. And quite frankly, at this point, I don't care anymore. How far away is that, actually? 275 meters away. Ah, that's way closer than I wanted it to be. Where is that? Yeah. Gonna go further away from it. Over here looks perfect. Perfect. Okay. And set those to be upgraded when they bloody well feel like it. No, see, when I was testing it, Dave, it wasn't requiring the sweatshop to be remade. It just worked. And now it doesn't. I don't know why. I do not have answers for you. See a cat from the cat calendar? We can do that. Oh. Hello. Hello there, kitty. That's raid. We're not doing that yet. Alright, let's look at the cat. That's the wrong thing. Okay, we ready? Poll is up. Here is your cat. The great cat. It's not very focused. Focus. Focus. Hmm. Hey. If we put it really close, it focuses. But then, of course, you can see each one of my hand twitch it. I don't think there was such a thing as a tripod. It does look like a little bit of a Maine Coon, doesn't it? I don't know why I wanted to look at its toes, because Maine Coons have more toes, right? And Maine Coons are typically more polydactyl. Look at it. What a great cat. Good cat, though. A great cat, even, I would say. But the question doesn't matter what I think. No prop and loving judgmental look, exactly. That is a Thai cat. Anti-Fluff Alliance. I can only assume we were involved in this. Anti-Fluff Alliance. Some people don't like the fluffy cats. I know, I can't believe it either, but... Oh, gosh, that's what the cats are called. Sometimes I wonder if, like, Twitch goes through what I'm allowing and goes, Mancoons do not need to be poly. They are quite large, hairy, and vocal. Are they vocal? I didn't know they were vocal. Well, I love them even more now. I mean, I love them because they're big and fluffy. Beyond that, what more do you really need from a cat, right? Big fluffy cat, best cat. The duck sweatshop not actually making ducks, but disapproving of... Okay. Why is SeiferKatt... This is the weirdest thing you're asking me to make the sound of, Dave. Down a bit. Duck sweatshop not actually making ducks. Ching, ching, ching. Huh. Sing, sing. B was a better cat. Ching, ching. B was a better cat. Ching. Man, what the... The important thing is B was a better cat and B should have won. And I think we all know that. Anyone who thinks otherwise is wrong. Okay. Maine Coon's the closest to dogs in behavior for cats. They are, of course, cats. Only when asleep. Oh, would you have voted for the cat that looked awkward? Where was it? Where was that great cat? Where's it? There's piles of cats all over my desk, and I don't know where they are anymore. That is March, April. Bunch of cats. These aren't the winners. I don't know where the cats are. They're all gone. All the cats are everywhere now. There it is. I loved this cat. Look at it. Should have won. Should have won. I don't care what anyone else says. Anyone else is wrong. Should have won. Panda agrees. The one that looked like it for the awkward photo shoot. Should have won. What you guys doing? Oh, there's a box of yellow belts there. How are we going with power? 300 megawatts. I'm proud that power never actually failed. It was a real legitimate concern at one point, and then it never failed. Very proud of that. I suppose there's always a chance. It could still fail now. We're allowed to get streamers to hate raid Cat of the Month when it comes up to vote against obvious prop cats. I can't tell you what you can and can't do. That is the wrong way. I mean, I suppose you could, but I like prop cats. Do a sushi belt run? I warn you, it's not a quick run. This is almost 5 days of progress, and my frames are beginning to dip to a alarming level. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I really encourage anyone to give this run a go because it's really fun, but it's a bit of a nightmare, and you gotta have a lot of patience for it. If you've got the patience for it, though, I mean, by all means, go for it. I've enjoyed myself, but viewer discretion is advised. True. See if it's up. Highly trained professional. A 1,000 of them in that box. Ah, 2,000. Sorry, 2,000 of them in that box. Whatever. Fields Gallery has a lot of Maine Coon photos and shorts on YouTube. Wonderful. Am I going to start making my content for adult viewers only? No, that's my other channel. You know, you know. I have no other channel. Panda doesn't know. As I say, if you know, you know. Your current one has a bus with 100 and something belts in it. Like, total? I love spaghetti. I didn't say it nearly that enthusiastically, but... Oh, wide. Oh, that's a wide boy. He was a highly untrained professional and expert at sushi. Linda? Yeah. That's alright. Sometimes things break and there's not a damn thing you can do about it, so why worry? Let's see if we can find another duck and see if we can figure out what's going on with it. See if we can help it out. That was not the button I wanted to press. Entity, yes. Sweatshop, yes. Ducks, over here. What do these ducks need? Maybe I can help them out. I worry we might miss the train wreck. Yeah, that's true. I mean, don't worry, the train wreck will always exist. Not like the train wreck ever goes anywhere. I mean, that's the great thing about train wrecks. Once the train has crashed, it is not going anywhere. This is what happens when you half upgrade a belt, and it sort of just gives this really nauseating wave effect. Evening, JP. Nauseating wave effect. That's what they used to call me in high school. Ever seen a train wreck next to a ravine? God, I wish. One day I aspire to be a train wreck next to a ravine. Aspirational goals. Yeah, they say aim high. But not ravine high, like that was possibly too much. What do we do? Do we want to build over here? Why? Why would we want to build over here? Okay. Now, turns out my brain doesn't like that idea. It just got very dismissive of the whole thing. My brain was just, why bother? Which, you know, sure. How are we doing for plastic over here? What if we felt like building a plastic thing over here? Feel good about that. I spot the lone red belt. I mean, there's a lot of lone red belts. You can usually spot them by like the awkward wave effect that you see. Especially when they're like red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. It just sort of ebbs and flows like this. It's like it's not pleasant. Anyway, so that's how I'm going to run my next base. All that. I'm not actually. It's very uncomfortable to get. Like, almost like it's got hills. Upgrade planner of the whole map. That's... You know what? That's a great idea. I've done that. It was a bad idea. It was very, very bad. There is... I just don't make enough blue belts to be able to do that. And that's why I'm trying to recover. You know what? Okay, here's the plan. Double checking. If we do that, shift... Okay. I'm going to take all that off. I think we're trying to upgrade too much at once. And I would rather just focus on one area at a time. This. I do not have a bowl. I think I emptied it before. Yeah. Clearly I need a bigger sushi belt. I mean, you're not wrong. I do need a bigger sushi belt. Before we actually go and do what I was about to do, let's go and increase my red chip production by a little bit. I think I reduced it. I think that was a mistake. So, red chips. Red chips. Alright, 2%. 2% seems wrong. 3% seems ridiculous. It's double the amount of red chips we want. Which is, of course, going to harm everything else's production, but that's fine. And let's just run this number generator. We need 12,000 red chips. To be fair, probably correct too. Oh wow, copper's almost in a good place. What overall percentage is the spreadsheet at? It is 107%. Look, I don't know what you want from me. But 107% because that seemed reasonable at the time. This sort of edges up when no one's looking, that's the problem. Probably didn't need to go a full percent actually. Full percent was probably too much. Yeah, I think I changed it to 8. I think I did take it to 8 out of 8. But I think it's still fine. I think I removed that safety measure a while ago. Chips? Thank you. Max. I mean, it's also good timing for that one. Trying to summon Veldak. Just to be clear, I'm currently not trying to summon Veldak. I mean, I'm not trying to summon Veldak. I think Dave is, though. Yeah, it would be more effective than a Ouija board. Yeah, he usually goes. I mean, Veldak will go where Veldak goes, and I appreciate that. He's a free spirit. He's a free agent looking for the best Factorio players. Somehow he found his way here. I don't quite know how, but, you know, doesn't make sense to me either. You only annoy him for Cat of the Month, Ask Panda, or extraneous circumstances. Are there extraneous circumstances now? I think there are. Oh crap. I believe Veldak said he only ever has one stream open at a time. Ah. Hmm. Sorry, it's just the fact you were looking for Veldak and then that quote came up. I assumed you'd actually done that intentionally. Oops. This one. Ah, the bots will deal with this. Really want to make more blue chips whenever possible. That's slowing us down quite a lot. And the faster we can get a ton of blue chips, the happier I'll be. And just pop them in there. Okay, and we're good. They'll make stuff as they feel like it. Yeah, that's good. And next is obviously connecting these. And we're good. Out of context, RimWorld and CK3 quotes are the best. I considered another CK3 run the other day, which I was quite excited about. Again, it's not something that no one's ever done before, but I thought it'd be entertaining. The run would just be to try and kill every cartling. Like, to just eliminate the house. And just do whatever needs to be done to eliminate cartling. And that was a plan that I had. Remember, it's not tyranny if you're killing a carling. I was going to call it the culling of carlings. You know, it was a good name. One of your good friends loves CK3, but you don't share his passion? Yeah, CK3 is an acquired taste. I don't doubt that for a second. As was CK2, obviously. But it's really difficult to say, you know, if you're not into Crusader Kings, to get into it. Like, you really have to push yourself. And if you're not into it, why are you pushing yourself to get into a game you're not into? Like, it doesn't make any gosh darn sense. You wouldn't do that. You'd play a game that you want to play. That makes sense. But I think it's one of those games that when you get into it, it can bite pretty hard. Same with RimWorld, actually. I haven't really got a plan for RimWorld and what I would do with that to make it interesting again, like stream-wise. Because when I'm streaming RimWorld these days, I want to do something interesting. And sure, the shipments were fun. Maybe I just do Cannibal again. Cannibal will be fun. I enjoyed Cannibal a lot. Maybe less slavey. Feel like only a masochist plays like this, but you love the streams? Hey, that's good enough. Thank you very much, Yonda. I see a quote coming up that it usually gets said when that particular word comes up. But, yeah, you're probably not wrong. I probably wouldn't play this long if it wasn't, like, on stream, though, to be fair. I would have given up a long time ago. But it's just kind of fun to stream this sort of thing, for multiple reasons. One of the reasons is people look at it and just get really, like, confused and scared. And some people are just like, yes. Isolationist cannibals that research and build the ship? Could be. I think the mistake I made last time with my cannibals is I wanted them to... There we go. I wanted them to be raiders, and that's ultimately what ended the run. Because they were a continuation of my Crusader Kings 3 run. But non-raiders and just playing defensive would be interesting. That's a good question. Sulfuric acid, little light. But it looks like it's actually okay. Like, we've got 3.8 thousand sad rocks. That's a good number of sad rocks. Why is that blinking? I see. You really went onto it for a while. Sure is. Look, there's a barrel of light oil. A barrel of lubricant, a couple of barrels of crude, barrel of petroleum gas. Yep, all the fluids are on the belts as well. Thankfully, some of the fluids I don't really need, like water. Like water I need to have, but generally, water I don't need a lot. I only have like 100 or so barrels of water on the belt, which is about all you need. Because the other option is I could have done water everywhere and then really fought to do petroleum generation everywhere. That was just going to be too much work. So all petroleum generation is done, near water. And so you can see things like going towards water when you really shouldn't normally do that, just because I need to do the petroleum. And the crude oil is all over the base, so yeah. Okay, and upgrade that. Get around to it. Yes, no, the barrels have... The general rule is nothing's allowed to go between cells unless it's a mining situation. So here's one that's a mine. Like, for instance, this can go between cells because it's a mine. Thankfully, this crude oil spanned 3 mines, so it could all use together. There were some disagreements about such things, but what do the trains do? Oh, the trains do exactly what you'd think they'd do. They pick up random stuff and they deliver it into a random place. The trains just mix things. They take things from the outskirts and bring it into the inside, because otherwise everything takes forever to get to the inside. Trains just continue doing what everything else does. It's just another form of mixing. So, the trains just continue the madness. Train! Hmm. Looks like that may have made a Spidertron recently. Cool. And it just upgrade that so that... Nope. This is being built. Yes, it is. Okay. There we go. You do still need a lot of electric engines, and they are being made when they get around to it. When they bloody well feel like it. Mine productivity 6 at 2%. Nice. This is an interesting one. We really should just connect them because no real reason not to. Resources are just trapped on the edge of the belt for no reason. And away they go. bringing communities closer together. What we got? Lots of copper, a little bit of plastic, mostly copper. That's super useful. Really do need more iron on that line. I mean, iron would just turn it all into all green chips, which is not the worst situation. Yeah, could we have a little bit too much copper, maybe? I mean, I say that near a copper mine. Maybe if I said it over here, then there's no copper. Nope, that's fine. Copper is okay. Saying it near a copper mine is a silly thing to say because obviously you never have enough copper near a copper mine. No, so sorry, other way around. You always have too much copper near a copper mine. That is logical sense. And that's just slowly making more red belts. How are we looking? Is green looking any better? I know it's not. It's probably looking worse. Yeah, 57,000 short. How many do we want? That's probably a scary number. The number we want is 1.5 million. Okay, so being 47,000 short is actually not as bad as you'd think. It's still bad, but it's still within. What was the number? 50,000? Like it's 50,000 over 1,500. I mean, it's 3% short. So, not that bad. It was way worse than it was. How do I decide how much of everything I want on the belt? It's a little system I call pulling numbers out of my ass. I think it's a very good system. This is what dictates how much of everything we want on. It's counted by how many belts we have, approximately, and then does some maths, and then it figures it out. The real answer is how do we track all this is with the spreadsheet. And then we use those numbers and we figure out there. We're at 107% of the belt's maximum, which is probably wrong. Probably a little higher than it should be. But also, we have so much shortage of other things, I don't think it's as big a problem as you'd think. But yeah, it's really mostly pulling numbers out of my ass and going, this doesn't look right, and then changing it as I see fit. You know, the true way to actually figure out what you're doing right or wrong. Okay. We have a bunch of the ready to go. Well, we have a few of these spinning wildly. Closest being 601 meters away. But generally everything's sort of working. Huh. Who would have assumed that a pole actually controlled something important? Not me. I assumed that pole was pointless. But yeah, we do need a lot more blue chips. Oh, it's doing the horrible wave. I don't like it. I don't like it! But it's slowly making stuff that we need. Oh hey, there's I'm gonna pick up two, there's only one in there. I think a bot doesn't know that. Okay, and because we've shortened the number of things that we're trying to upgrade all at once, it is actually doable. And it'll get it sorted eventually. I don't like the wave, it's uncomfortable to look at. Okay. What do we need? More stuff. Good job. Figured it out in one. Turning off more of the coal. I don't really need the steam engines to be working as hard anymore because we've got enough power. Would we be inclined to build another nuclear silo? I don't think so. Nuclear power's doing well for itself as is. Not the most efficient, but it all fits in one cell, so that's good enough by my books. Is there a Spidertron nearby? How many spiders do we have right now? 2. Okay. What are you lacking? These things. Those are probably lacking blue chips. Yeah, because everything lacks blue chips. I mean, that's not really a surprise. Blue chips are always lacking. Quite frankly, we need a lot of blue chips to be made, and we need a lot of green chips, and everything's just sort of... It's just an absolute cluster of problems. But it'll get there eventually. Red chips are coming through, so that's something. Oh wait, that's downgrading. I won't have any downgrades in my factory, thank you very much. Grades only up. No downgrades. Hey, frames went back up to 50. Interesting. Factory goes for longer. Remember, if this frames ever hit 30, we're done. It's a arbitrary rule, but this I can't break. Because 5 ducks per minute might not be viable. Old coal mine is here. Interesting. Well, let's try and make another one of these. I need them anyway, so... Yeah, it's half a kilometer away, so we could probably get away with it. Oh! That scared me. Double yay. Okay. I'm in. I'm excited. I am attentive. Stretch. Oh. Stretch completed. Hydrate. Comically large bottle achieved. Done. Quiver in fear. Mortals. And that guy over there. Yeah, you quiver in fear too. Oh, he's quivering. He's quivering. No way, he's an archer. He's got a quiver. There's a difference. All right, so that'll make some more green chips. Where are you guys going? Oh, here? Okay. Hi. Welcome. Ooh, wait. We need another pick station. Where are we going to build a pick station? Pick station there, pick station there. Wonder if a pick station over here wouldn't be a bad idea. But I think a pick station over here would just be lovely. So let's get it started. There we go. Give the bots a bit of work to do. They'll get there, and then when it's done, we can... Look, it's kick. If this makes you feel any better, this is my 4th go of Sushi. The second go was never streamed. The first go was streamed. No. Second go was streamed. Third go was on this channel, and it's on YouTube, and it was an absolute dismal failure. But we got it done on the end, and this is 4th. So it's okay. You learn from every sushi build you build. And if it goes terribly, then you learn something and you do it right the next time. I shouldn't... I don't want to say addictive, but it's quite addictive. And there's multiple ways to do it. Some of them are bad. And they're interesting, though. The reason I'm doing it is because I'm trying to create the ducks, which require all the items. I've never done that. When I designed this, I designed it in such a way that when I inevitably made a mistake, I had a workaround for it. But you'll see the workarounds here, where there was a weird bug in the game that it counted 80,000 coal that didn't exist. Yes, there is a bug in Factorio. It is very strange. I know, it sounds like I'm speaking heresy, but there's actually a bug in Factorio. And so if numbers have been done incorrectly, then there's ways around that I've designed, which is fine. You've got to be prepared to make mistakes. I've got to be prepared to make mistakes. And as long as you prepare for them, then they're not that bad. You know, this is slowing down, and this is what I was suspecting might happen. Why I'm building a pick station over here. The bug is called Seif. No, that bug wasn't my fault. That bug was not my fault, and you know it. Maybe. Maybe you know it. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Brain failing to Repairing fails, failing to repair. Mess that up. True. And then I messed up messing it up. Ultimately. Oh, we should. Okay, we want a pick station. Give me a pick station, boy. Stations. Something like this. Ah, crap. Okay. I think that music means a satellite went through, which means we probably just launched a ship. Where are they? There's one here. Oh, maybe it was this one. Yeah, that's putting science out. Cool. Okay, connect all that up, connect all that up. And then what we need, and this is the most important, crucial, critical bit of all, we're going to need a train. Thankfully, we have a design for a train that looks a little bit like this. Okay. There's a lot of coal in here. If we get lucky, we should be sorted with this. Oh no. Okay, we're good now. Here comes the coal. Here comes the waterworks. Okay. It's not quite ready to go, but it's starting its stark work. And then the station will provide, and that'll be good. Okay. It's kind of working. Okay, so it's loading stuff into the train. Not optimally, but I wasn't really expecting optimal loading at this point. What matters is the train is there and it's going to start doing stuff. It's here. It's queer. It'll go somewhere eventually. Yeah, when it feels like it. And it's just slowly loading up with crap. That's what I wanted. What's the schedule on the train? Go to a pick station, go to a drop station. Very simple schedule. One might call it overly simple. Not be wrong. Yeah, all my trains are the same thing. Go to a pick, go to a drop. And so we have, I think, 15 stations and 14 trains. that should do the job. Probably. Who knows? Hmm. You know what we might be good for? Might be good for another good old-fashioned belt maker. Belt maker, make me some belts. I want some belts. Give me some belts. Very clear what I want here. Look, belt maker, you don't like me and I don't like you. We need some gosh darn belts over here. Okay. I should get some resolutions. Eventually. Oh, it's made 2 of the things I need. Kinda hoping for a bit more than 2, but that's okay. Well, I think the problem is over here we've got very little copper. And we've built concave again, so everything's going to take just a little bit longer, but that's alright, they'll figure it out. I'm going to stop building so concave. A real problem I have. Okay, so that's almost making a silo, it just needs occasional processing chip. It's 200 of them to be precise, which is actually quite a lot. And this pickup is being quite slow. Can we prove it in any way? By perhaps doing that. I don't know if that really helped. Point is, things are coming through. Do need to build more stuff around here, though, I think. Iron, iron, iron. No copper around here. Maybe I shouldn't stand on a train line trying to figure out things. That seems like a good way to go to spawn. Spawn town, population C. Hmm. How are the green chips looking? I know they're bad. 64,000 short. Again, 64,000 short of 1.5 million is not as bad as you'd think it sounds. It sounds way worse than it actually is. The real problem is we've got all these green chips here. I think we're turning them into blue chips when we have the red chips available, which the red chips are coming through, I suppose. Yeah. That's making plastic as well, right? It is. Yeah, I mean, that's made like 700 blue chips. You love to see it. You'd love to see it faster, but you know, you get what you get. You get what you pay for, which is a terrible designed base. Let's go back down there and see what we can do.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following Blausch. This is a German word if I ever saw one. Blauschein? I apologize for mangling that. Thank you for the follow. It's really appreciated. $700 and amongst the 1.5 million greens. You're very much the optimist. Well, 700 blues. And so 700 blues has consumed 700 times 20 greens. You got to be an optimist when you run this sort of factory. Otherwise, you'll just break down into tears consistently and constantly. And I don't have time for that. I've got a stupid factory to build. And it's very stupid. I've lost my bots again. I have lost my bots again. They'll find their way home. I wonder if there's actually some valid use for increasing the speed of the bots. Do that. Increase bot speed. Here come the bots. Some of them. 2 of them. Delivering things. Look at them go. They do eventually get things done. Not really any massive time pressure, of course, but they'll get it done. Oh, hi. Oh, you're my bot. I thought that bot was delivering something to me. I didn't realize it was my robot. Oh, hi. Okay. Advanced circuits being constructed. Good. What other things do I play on stream? I've been doing Darkest Dungeon lately. I am considering doing some Warhammer Total War. What is other things I've done before? Crusader Kings, RimWorld, those other things that I've played in the past and will probably go back to one day. But yeah, that's what I play. And all my stuff is on YouTube. Well, like 2 months ago, like 2 months backlog, but there's a bunch of stuff on YouTube there as well, so you can always go back and watch that if you wish. And thank you very much for the follow, It's Kick. I appreciate your follow very much, because I know you've been sitting here for a while. And I've won you over. Oh, goodness. What the hell is this? What is this madness that is occurring before mine eyes? Oh, God. If only I had some blue chips, right, guys? Blue chips will come by. I won you at Sushi Belt. Yeah, it's 50-50 on that one. Some people just cannot stand it. Some people love it. Challenging items like blue circuits are worth upgrading the workshops to yellow. I've already done that. They're already on yellow. See? They're already there. You're the only ones I'm doing at that speed. No, you're not. You actually came across the realization that I did as well. But see, the thing is, it took me a long time to realize that, and I play it. No, it was good advice. What if I hadn't considered that? I very much appreciate it. I think they're all upgraded now. Let's just double check that. In fact, there's actually something else I want to check. So, you know what? They're not even all upgraded. So, maybe Productivity 3's upgrade. I can't afford that. Productivity 3 is just so difficult to build in this madness. In this economy? That's alright. So yeah, look, you know what, Bullet Test? You actually raised a really good point. When you said it, I was like, yeah, we've done it all, see? And then we haven't done it all. So we should do it all. I want it all. Right here, right now, right here, right where I sit. Right clear. I want the moon on a stick. I want a perfect velvet suit that looks suitably sick. What mod list am I running? It's mostly vanilla with some quality of life mods such as Squeak Through, Bottleneck Light, which Bottleneck is kind of a joke. Like, why is Bottleneck here? Not even relevant. We're also running a cheat, if you will, to make it daytime permanently, which is why I'm not using solar panels, because that's more cheating, and I will not accept such cheating in my factory. We are also running the Rubber Ducky mod, which is the real reason why we're running this, because the Rubber Ducky is going to consume us all. Even if the Rubber Ducky isn't working properly, it's still the construction challenge that is interesting. Because someone said they were going to build 5 ducks per minute. And as implausible as that is, we haven't given up yet. I should give up. It's not possible. I know it's not possible. The frames are going to fall before we ever get that done, but still haven't given up. Factory search so I can find things. Because let's be honest, if I didn't, I'd never find anything. Yeah, this is good time actually. I like the green vector shape. It reminds me of, what is that game? Asteroids? The cool asteroids. Or a future sports game that like my sister and friends used to play. Well, me, my sister, and friends used to play, where it was a 3-player free-for-all sports game, and it was really cool, and I cannot remember what it was called. On the Amiga, though. Very neat. If you want to find out what it's called, I'm more than happy to do a quick search. Okay, and the rocket control units, they're all upgraded. Good. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Bullet Test. Now we've improved ourselves. Actually, one more thing I'd like to check, because I think we had... Some of these had tanks. I didn't want to waste it, but at the same time, some of these might not be working currently because of the absence of said tanks. I'm just looking at all of these, just seeing if they've got tanks attached to them, because they shouldn't have. They do have tanks attached, actually. Not seeing any tanks. Maybe like the last one that has a tank. Ah, see, there's one. That one's still fine, though. There's another one. Still fine. I remember when there was the stream that I had to basically go through and fix like 12 mistakes that I made in the factory. That was a rough stream. It's like, oops, I failed to connect a whole bunch of crap. Go away, thank you. Oh, it listened. You won't get that every day. Yeah, this factory has just gotten very silly, and I regret nothing. but also I regret everything. Okay. The bots will take care of the rest of this. Interesting, I would have thought I got more iron through here. I thought I saw more iron through here. Well, I guess I thought wrong. Well, now. Just that well now. I know it came from Dark Souls. I couldn't tell you who says it like that. It definitely comes from a FromSoft game. It might not even be Dark Souls. I feel like it's Dark Souls, though. At some point, I really want to do a randomizer run on Dark Souls again, like, and properly finish it on stream. Because that would be fun. You're gonna steal my mods for your own game? Absolutely, feel free. I mean, look, what have we got? Carbon compression. That's actually probably an important one because you do need to be able to make wood. That's a relevant point. You do need to make wood. Fish you can make without that because you can launch space science into a silo and make fish that way. But carbon compression is needed to actually have a way to make wood because everything you add to the game is going to make the rubber ducky harder to make. So that's a fun problem. Although I see the mod creator recently did a thing where you can choose to blacklist more items through the game's code. Wait, fish? How do you make that? Well, you need fish for the rubber ducky because you need spidertrons, and also the fish are made of rubber ducky. If you launch space science in a silo, you get fish. Because fish is not renewable. Oh my god. It's a real problem. Shouldn't be, but it is. That's alright. I think we're getting some real good insights right now. Yes, I see. Yeah, I agree. I see where you're coming from. I'm just go either way on that one. It's all good. Just good old hand slam, right? That's how she feels. Yeah. Who am I to disagree with the baby's logic? How do we feel about making more blue chips? Not great. How do you feel about making more green chips, though? Not great. What I'm going to do with all this stuff? I don't see any particular patterns. Maybe we'll just make some more engines here. Because we do need more electric engines. This is a little bit of a no man's land section, I think. Every now and then you have those. No man's section. No man's land. Oh, I get it. No man's sky, no man's land. Huh. Am I stupid that I only just realized that? Maybe. No man's sky. Yes, woman's land. Okay, we're just gonna let that do its thing. You've done well for yourself, thank you. You want stuff, don't we all? You know what? We're gonna do one of these. Yep. I'll build some more twos. Sure. God creates dinosaurs, God kills dinosaurs, God creates man. Man kills God. What? Okay. Man creates dinosaurs, dinosaurs kill man, woman inherits Earth. Hmm. There was a couple of steps in there that I'm not entirely sure I agree with. I don't think we've killed a god yet. By God, we're trying. That was interesting phrasing. Jurassic Park quote? Is that really a Jurassic Park quote? Wow. I have not seen that movie in a long time. Huh. There you go. Important thing is we created dinosaurs and nothing bad happened. I'll be honest, I don't really remember the movie that well, but I assume nothing bad happened in Jurassic Park. I think everyone just got to pet the dinosaurs and they had a good time. Good time was had by all, I say. They didn't skimp out on the safety features. Right? That would be a silly thing to do. Skimp out on safety? Why, there could be a T-Rex in the museum hall. That would be bad. That's not where T-Rexes should be at all. Wow, it's picked up some science, but not very much. Actually, probably need to stop space science so we can actually make our fish. This is still trying to make the happy rocks. Oh, it's being a bit delayed because we don't have the sulfuric acid. I see. I see, I see. Hmm. I mean, I suppose I could just make sulfuric acid right here, right? Because there is water here. And there's sulfur coming through. So yeah, you know what? Let's make sulfuric acid. Let's make sulfuric acid, kids! Yay! Your old pal SeiferKatt's gonna help you make sulfuric acid. Oh, sulfuric acid. That's right. Remember, kids, don't use this at home. Only use under parental supervision. Particularly with parental supervision that doesn't melt. Yay! You don't want to melt your parents, is what I'm saying. Unless you do. But that's not my fault. Ooh. Whatever the hell that was, it was not happy. Okay. Pop that there. And pop that there. Okay, so we're not going to do anything with the sulfur aside from use it. What are you doing with that sulfur? Nothing. Oh, good. Using it? No. Stop. You said nothing. Yeah. Other than using it. I don't have a sulfuric acid handling license. That's fine. I don't mind. I'm not going to get melted. That's what everyone says just before they get melted. I'll put some productivity in there as well. How much sulfur does that make? 50. How much does this need per spin? 1. Really? That doesn't seem right. And yes, it might be. Not sure. Anyway, have we made any more ducks in the time that we've been futzing about? Who knows? Have a look. We have made 3 ducks total. Still not great. Still not great. Think about it. Wow, those green chips are really going high. Pretty funny. What else is it counting? Oh, ducks, right. Copper cables. I mean, no surprise copper cables go up. Most of these things are usually like the things that you just need a million of, like copper, iron, coal, plastic. These are the demons you must exercise. Alright. Well, I think I'm about done here for the night, so I'm going to save, and then I'm going to do my ending spiel, and then I'm going to send you off to someone. This computer is pretty decent, so I can't just keep upgrading the computer when my base gets too stupid. Oh, but I would try. Alright, well thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. If you are new here and you're not following, please do consider following. I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, do what you want. You were looking at getting a better computer? Yeah, exactly. GG indeed. You can also go to the social links, which look like that. You got youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post VODs. Currently posting the start of this run. So that's how far we are behind. And you've also got the Discord link there, which you can go if you wanted to find me outside my regular streaming time. Also, other wonderful people there too. So, up to you what you want to do with that. No, no problem. Baldak, you recognize that name? Yeah, Baldak lives here. Baldak lives everywhere on a Factorio stream. He is a space butterfly and he goes where he wants. So, what else do I have to say? Yes. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. Streaming more Factorio, streaming more of this. So, if you want more of this, come on by. That's what I suggest. And I am out. So, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate you spending your time here with me. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.